In the world of football today, there are really two different realities existing at the exact same time. One is this global, glittering spectacle that we see on TV. And the other, well, it's probably happening just down the street from you. So, what happens when these two worlds start to drift apart? And that brings us to the big question, right? The one so many fans are asking themselves. As the game gets bigger and richer, and let's face it, more polished, is it losing that very thing that made us all fall in love with it in the first place? Let's dig into that. Okay, so to really get what's going on, we've got to start by looking at the dominant force in the sport today. Some people are calling it the global football machine. I mean, think about it. Top-tier clubs these days aren't just sports teams anymore. They are massive global entertainment businesses operating on a scale that would have been totally unimaginable just a few decades back. And they're engineered for one thing above all else: maximum financial return. And it's not just one thing, right? You've got to see how it all connects. Private equity firms come in and they demand growth. That growth gets fueled by these huge mega brand deals, which then get promoted on international tours to open up new markets. And how do you pay for it all? With premium ticket prices that treat a match like a rock concert. It's this powerful, self-feeding financial engine. But here's the thing. All that money, all that global success, well, it comes with a hidden cost. And that cost is a growing, widening gap between the clubs and the fans who, built them from the ground up. So you end up with this strange paradox. As clubs gain millions of new followers all over the world, they're actually risking alienating their core local supporters. The very culture that made the club special in the first place is being stretched almost to a breaking point. And if you look at it from a fan's perspective, it's not hard to see why they feel this way. Ticket prices are just skyrocketing. The club's unique local identity gets kind of buried under this mountain of global sponsor logos. And that raw, passionate, sometimes chaotic atmosphere, it's often replaced by a polished, corporate, and kind of sterile entertainment event. So what's the response to all this? Well, fans aren't just sitting around complaining. They're actually voting with their feet and with their wallets, and they're heading right back to their roots. And this is where things get really interesting. We're seeing this powerful counter-movement just surging up from below. Supporters are rediscovering the small, local teams in their own communities. The clubs where football still feels real, where you can still feel that genuine connection. I mean, just picture the modern mega stadium experience for a second. So much of it is about the VIP boxes, the pregame light shows, the constant brand messaging from sponsors. Sometimes the game itself can almost feel like a secondary product, can it? Okay, now let's completely flip that on its head and talk about the neighborhood club. Here, it is all about the community. Tickets are affordable. You might actually bump into the players at the local shop. And the club represents your street, your town. It's an identity you can actually touch and feel. So what we're really seeing here isn't the death of modern football. No, not at all. It's something else entirely. It's the rise of a new reality for the sport. We can call this the dual system. And it's a fascinating concept, really. You have these two parallel football universes operating at the same time. One is this slick machine, precision engineered to make billions of dollars. And the other? It's engineered to create a genuine sense of belonging. So on one side, you've got the global commercial engine. It's powered by massive TV deals, global markets, and of course, celebrity superstars. And on the other side, you've got the local identity economy. It's powered by something totally different: raw authenticity and that neighborhood spirit. One is built for global scale, the other is built for local soul. Let's break it down real simple. The global engine is built for one purpose: to drive revenue. And its fuel is those big broadcast rights and global markets. But the local economy, that's all about driving meaning. And it's fueled by things you just can't put a price tag on, like community pride and real authenticity. They're basically serving two fundamentally different human needs. Okay, so let's tie this all together. What does this really mean for the future of the beautiful game? Well, it looks like a fundamental rebalancing is happening, and it's being driven entirely by the fans themselves. And what's absolutely key to understand here is that fans aren't necessarily just abandoning their big clubs, not at all. Many still watch them on TV, they follow the scores, but what they're doing is supplementing that more passive experience with an active one by going to a local game to get that dose of connection and passion that's just gone missing at the top. And you've got to understand, this is so much more than just finding a cheaper ticket on a Saturday afternoon. This is a deliberate act. This is about fans actively taking back a piece of their football culture, rebuilding it from the ground up in the places and communities that actually mean something to them. Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to chew on, doesn't it? As these two football economies continue to evolve, side by side, what will really define the future of the sport? Will it be the global spectacle we all watch on our screens? Or will it be the authentic passion we find together, right there in our own streets?